Hello everyone. Today we are going to study trial box, the most important part of the optometry और उसमें जो हमारे lenses होते हैं they play a very important role. तो आज हम उनको discuss करेंगे कि ये lenses क्या हैं और trial box की सबसे important accessory. तो इसके बारे में हम information लेंगे. सबसे पहले what is trial box? Trial box is the basic part of the optometry. प्रैक्टिस में सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट है जो कि हमें जिसके अंदर बहुत ज़्यादा लेंसेज होते हैं, डिफरेंट प्रिज्म्स होते हैं, ऑक्लूडर होता है, हेल्पिंग मटेरियल होता है जिससे हम पेशेंट की रिफ्रैक्शन करते हैं. इसमें टोटल लेंसेज कितने होते हैं हमें रेंज का आइडिया होना चाहिए कि टोटल कितने एस्टिमेट लेंसेज होते हैं, बिकॉज अक्सर वाइवाज एक्सेट्रा में क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं तो वो हमें पता लग जाएगा यहाँ से. दैट इज 220 से 286 या 290 तक. देर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ lenses in the trial box. एक होते हैं spherical lenses और एक होते हैं cylindrical lenses. The range of the spherical lenses is 0.12 to 20 diopters and cylindrical is 0.12 से 6 diopters. There are टू टाइप्स ऑफ लेंसेज. अब हमें पता लग गया जो हमारे ट्रायल बॉक्स है उसमें एक साइड पे स्पेरिकल है, एक साइड पे सिलेंड्रिकल लेंसेज है. दोनों क्या होते हैं विल डिस्कस, बट अभी के लिए इतना ही कि स्फेरिकल होते हैं और सिलेंड्रिकल होते हैं. इसके अलावा अगर हम लेंस की बात करें, लेंस की नेचर की, तो इसमें हमारे पास दो तरह के लेंसेज होते हैं जो कि हम ऑलरेडी जानते हैं, पढ़ते आ रहे हैं. कन्वेक्स लेंसेज एंड कनकेव लेंसेज. तो जो कन्वेक्स लेंस होता है हम उसको प्लस लेंस, कन्वर्जिंग लेंस, एंड इट्स फॉर हाइपरोपिक पेशेंट्स, patient who have near problems, right? Patient who are farsighted, और ऐसे पेशेंट्स में हम कन्वेक्स लेंस यूज करते हैं. सो कन्वेक्स लेंस, द कन्वर्जिंग लेंस दैट कन्वर्ज द रेज ऑफ द लाइट. अब यहाँ आप देख सकते हैं कि द पेरिफेरी इज thin while the central part of the convex lens is thick. So it is first identification that how can you identify कि एक lens convex है या concave है. और you can see over here just like this in prisms. ये प्रिज्म से बने हैं हमारे पास लेंसेज, और प्रिज्म विद ओरिएंटेशन बेस टू बेस. ठीक है, तो बेस टू बेस प्रिज्म्स बने हैं, जब ज्वाइन किए उन्होंने तो वो कन्वेक्स लेंस बना गए. Next is concave lens. Minus lenses, they are the diverging lenses and they are used for the myopic patients. So ये myopic patients में हम use करते हैं, and you can see कि इसकी जो center से thin होते हैं, और अगर हम इधर भी देखें and from the periphery they are thick. अब अगर हम यहाँ पे पिक्चर देखें तो प्रिज्म से ये भी बने हैं, बट these are apex to apex prisms. So we'll just proceed. Okay, identification of the lenses. Now, how will you identify that either the lens is convex or either the lens is concave? So, there are three steps or three methods to identify the type of the lens, and these are on the basis of magnification or minification, thickness, and movement. So, if a lens get magnified, or we can say if the image magnified under the lens, so that will be the convex lens. आप कोई image कोई भी picture बना रहे हैं, and वो जो picture है या वो object जिसको आप point of focus में लेकर आ रहे हैं convex lens से, वो magnify कर रहा है image, then that means that this lens is convex lens. And if ऐसा lens आपने कोई image कोई object बनाया उसके ऊपर concave lens रख रहे हैं, just to see कि उसका क्या इफेक्ट हो रहा है, either it's magnifying or minifying. और अगर वो minify हो रहा है तो it means that it's a concave lens. Now, on the basis of the thickness, we'll see how to identify a lens. If a lens is centrally thick, you can see over here, if it's centrally thick, it means that it is a convex lens or either a plus lens. But if the center is thin or periphery is thick, then it means that it's a minus lens. Now, on the basis of movement, if we'll see a converging lens or convex lens and a plus lens, they are all one word for a convex lens. There are three words, sorry. So if a lens have against movement. It means that you are moving. आपने कोई image या कोई object point of focus में लेकर आए हैं, या एक क्रॉस बनाया आपने पेज पे और उसके ऊपर लेंस रखा एंड यू जस्ट मूव्ड इट ओवर हियर इनटू दिस डायरेक्शन, और वो इमेज वहां दूसरी साइड पे मूव कर रही है. इट मींस इट्स एन अगेंस्ट मूवमेंट. So that means this lens is a converging lens or a plus lens or a convex lens. And if you make a cross on the page and move a lens over here in this direction and the image move in that same direction, it means that it's a diverging lens because it has a with movement, or it's either a minus lens or a concave lens. You can use all three names for one lens. So now we'll see what are cylindrical and what is spherical lenses. So सबसे पहले हम spherical lenses देख लेते हैं. Power in all meridian is same. Like you can see over here, if it's a spherical lens, their power in each meridian will be the same. The range is 0.12 to 20 diopters, and it's used for myopic and hyperopic patients. ऐसे patients जिनको myopia होता है, nearsightedness, और hypermetropia होता है, farsightedness. Myopia means patient को दूर का नजर नहीं आ रहा, और hypermetropia means patient को करीब का नजर नहीं आ रहा. There is some problem. Now, what is the range? What is the pattern of these lenses in the trial box? 0.12 का लेंस होगा, 0.25 से 0.6 डायोप्टर्स तक जो lenses होंगे वो 0.2 डायोप्टर्स के गैप में होंगे. Like there will be a 0.25 diopter interval between 0.25 lens to 6 diopters, like that. 0.25, then 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. Next, from 6 diopters to 10 diopters, there will be 0.50 gap diopter interval. It would be like that. 6 diopters, 6.5 diopters, 7 diopters, 7.5, 8, 8.5. From 10 to 14 diopters, the range will be 1 diopter interval. That will be 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 in the trial box. And if it's 14 diopter to 20 diopters, it will be 2 diopter gap interval between these lenses. The lenses in the trial box will be 14 diopter, 16, 18, and 20. The missing will be 17, 15, and 19, right? So there is no axis mark on the spherical lens if you want to identify these lenses. And power is not at one meridian, rather in all the meridian is same. So it means that in all meridian, the power is same. There is not a single axis in these, and that is why it is used for hyperopic or hypermetropic or myopic patients, because they don't have any problem in a specific axis, right? So now what are cylindrical lenses? Cylindrical lenses have these demarcations lines, your marks or axis mark over here on them, like this. These will be line either here in any specific meridian, okay? So power in one meridian only. Now, I really want to tell you that if this is the marks, it's an axis, and this is an axis meridian of the cylindrical lens. The power will be at the 90-degree on this cylinder. We'll discuss this in later videos, but right now you just need to understand that these marks are for the axis, and for the cylindrical lenses, the power is only on the one meridian, and इनकी range जो trial box में होती है वो 0.12 से 6 diopters तक available होते हैं, and they are used in the patients with the astigmatism over here, because it is due to the corneal curvature change, right? So in the patient with astigmatism, we have already discussed that the curvatural changes occurs or lenticular changes occurs. So if there is astigmatism, we use cylindrical lenses because there is only change in a specific meridian. Now, what is the range? 0.12 diopter, 0.25 available होगा, और अगर हम 0.25 से 4 diopters तक की बात करें तो 0.25 diopters का interval होगा, like 0.25, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.53, 3.5, and 4 diopters. And then 4 to 5 diopters, there will be 0.5 diopter gap which means that 4 diopter, 4.5 and 5 diopter, 3 diopters with the 0.5 gap or interval, and 5 diopter to 6 diopter there is 1 diopter gap, like that, 5 diopters and 6 diopters. Now how you'll identify, there are two ways. Either you can see that there are an axis marks on the lens, it's a cylindrical lens, or you can just draw a picture, और अगर वो picture elongate या tilted image आपको दिखे, आप एक cross बनाए पेज के ऊपर और lens place करेंगे, so it's an elongated or a tilted image, then it means that it's a cylindrical lens. And when you move, like I have already discussed in the concave or convex, that we'll have with movement or against movement. So same, if you'll move the lens while focusing into a specific object, then what will happen? There will be a torsional movement, right? Rotational movement, like that. You're moving the lens, the image will move in this, like that. Rotational image बनेगी. That rotational, sorry, movement आपको दिखेगी. Torsional, rotational are the same words. Now we are going to read the lens aperture in these spherical lenses. कभी कभी आपने देखा होगा, there will be lenses with silver rim. There are lenses sometime in the trial box with red or black color. So these are the apertures, like in which aperture the specific lens is available. So full aperture is if the lens, there is a complete lens और sides पे सिर्फ silver rim होगी बारीक सी, बिल्कुल thin सी, so that will be the full aperture lens, where the lens will be of 38 millimeter diameter, thin silver rim, and rest is the lens of 38 diameter. So the diameter of the lens in the trial box lenses is 38 millimeter. And if we are talking about reduced aperture, it's also 38 millimeter diameter, but it is reduced. It means that 20 millimeter diameter जो होगा lens का होगा, बाकी 18 millimeter, this part is covered by the plastic material and it will be of 18 millimeter diameter. So thick plastic rim of 18 millimeter diameter, rest of 20 millimeter is the lens in it, and it is plastic rim, can either be black or red, based on the type. It's either plus lens or a minus lens. So what is the advantage of full aperture? It is complete light rays pass through it. So if we want complete rays to pass from the lens and focus on the retina, we want full aperture lenses. It is good for all patients and low vision patients because we want them to see good in the dim light, or because they have in all patients there is some changes like presbyopia, and in low vision patient the patient cannot see properly in dim light, they have a lot of problems. So it's good for those patients where proper light can pass, a lot of light can pass and they can see. And the advantage of reduced aperture is that it removes spherical aberrations. So what is spherical aberrations? It is like अगर हम यहाँ इस lens को देखें तो or something, that if a light ray is passing from this lens, तो वो periphery से टकरा कर जो सेंटर वाली रेज होंगी वो पहले चली जाएंगी, और जो पेरिफेरी वाली रेज होंगी they'll strike and they'll change their direction, and resulting in focusing on the different points, and patient can have blur vision, distortions and other problems. So that is the spherical aberration, in which light rays come, like central passes more quickly and focuses, and peripheral takes time. So it removes the peripheral spherical aberration, because over here there is only central portion, there is not any periphery. Like you can see there is only a center, like it works as a pinhole where only the central rays are passing and they are focusing on the retina. So this was all about the trial box spherical and cylindrical lenses, and the rest of the accessories will be discussed in the next video. Thank you for watching.